So now we're going to be looking at, once the 3D object of the door is made, we're going to look at adding it into a working drawing. So to do that, we're going to go have the model open of the 3D door. So we're going to go to New, go to Drawing, we'll click A3 because that's what they usually deal with in the workshops once they go to make the door. So you click OK. So here is our drawing here. So as you can see over in the left hand side, because we have our model open, it comes up here. It's the first thing when you open up a new drawing. So we'll just double click that. If we go over and if we start clicking, we were looking at the elevation, plan and end view, and we're going to look at some of the 3D examples as well. So if we just go down from the sides, so there are the different views we have projected so far. Okay, so like what we're doing in the first activity, we've identified the different views here. So we have a front-on view of an elevation, we have an end view on the side, and we have a view looking down from the top. Okay, and then at either corner we have a 3D view of what the door looked like. Now we don't need all these, so we'll pick the one that just shows the most information. So I don't think these bottom ones, we can get rid of them. So if you just click it, press delete on the keyboard, click at the edge, press delete, and we might take this one on the right, so we can just delete that. So now we want to position the drawing. So if we go up near the top here, this top corner should be good. So we can move this over to the side. So the purpose of a drawing is to show the measurements, so the key measurements of what's going to be made. Alright, so if we first of all we'll click this front elevation here, and we can scroll down, and if we go use custom scale, we'll see it might be too big. No, should be alright. So if we just move our top view, so there are 3 different views there with our 3D image. So now it's filling up the page. So what we can do next is, if we click on the 3D image and we go over to the side and click this cube here, it's going to show us what the 3D version will look like with the material. So we'll just keep that, we'll press OK. Okay, that side. So now what we want to do next is, let's just move that down a small bit. We want to highlight the key measurements. Okay, so from that sheet we're working off, when we're drawing the sketch, we're going to use those measurements. So same again, go up to the top to smart dimension, and we'll see what we need. So we need the overall height. So if you just bring this up, so we know that's 1000. Go to the side, bring it out, so that's 1800. Then for the depth, so we can either tell it from the side here of the top view or from the view here at the side. So if we just click that, probably be easier, bring it up in line with that measurement, that's 70. So then what else we need to know? We want to know the size of the rectangles here. So if we go up to 60 and 607 into 11, so that's from top to bottom and from left to right. Then we want to know about the positioning, so they're all mirrored, so they're coming from the same spot. So just so the measurements are on top of each other, we'll zoom out and we'll go down to the bottom. So we'll say this bottom corner to the bottom is that measurement there, so 139. Then we want to know the distance from the corner to the outside. Okay, so we click that corner, click to there, and it should be 120 there. Okay, so see the way I've spread them out all over, just so they're not on top of each other and hard to read. So once we have, we'll just look at it again. So we have the height, the width, the depth, so we know all them, so that's the overall frame. Then we have the overall size of the rectangle. We have the distance from top to bottom, so that corner to there, because it's mirrored, it'll be the same distance as that corner to the top there. And same for the from outside to in, so this corner to there is 120, so that means this corner to here will be 120, and same for this corner to here because it's mirrored across. Okay, so we don't need to measure this, do our measurements of this, because we already have 1000 there, we have the depth 70 there, so we don't need to do the same measurement twice. Okay, so that's how to get your key measurements with a 3D model of what the drawing will look like.